Hello and welcome to another Q&A session of Innovation Q&A, a session I'm running weekly from now on. And I've already started last week in looking into how innovation works and answering questions around innovation. So I already gathered a couple of questions to get started. So for those who are interested, please post in the comments and you can ask me any question you want. So I'm starting with a question I got where a lot of people ask me is like, can you please explain again what you mean with applied innovation and what applied innovation is? So what is applied innovation? Applied innovation for me is a way of thinking, is a mindset. So if you think about a lot of people looking into innovation from a process perspective, so what are processes that help you to innovate in an organization, in a company? For me, applied innovation is using all of that, but building behaviors that help you to do this on a daily basis. So really looking into applying innovation daily and using a systematic way of doing that. So for me, it's all about a systematic way that helps you to innovate on a daily basis. So that's what I call with innovation. And it's really a mindset of how you can use innovation as a driver for your business. And it's not, for me, the whole way of thinking is not that innovation is something on itself. Innovation for me is a way of thinking that helps you to fulfill bigger needs, and that's all about fulfilling your needs and desires of your customers and using innovation as one of the drivers to do that. Going into the next question. So how do you build an offer? So it's now a completely detailed topic, but I got the question and I say, okay, I will answer that as well. So how do you build an offer? I always talk about offer staircases. So where it's about how do you find the value and the need and dreams and desires of your customers, and then you look into how can you provide an offer with your business that helps them to fulfill that dreams. And I often give the example on a bakery. Like if you have a bakery, then your basic offer is like you have a bakery shop, and this bakery shop is providing customers with food. So that's the base layer of the offer of the bakery. And then you can build up on that base offer. You can develop further offers through innovation and looking into, okay, if we have a bakery, if that's a shop, what else can you do? So one example is you could do delivery service. So you're delivering baked goods to a lot of people, and that will help you to fulfill a different need of your customers. And then you can build on that and build more offers towards the needs and dreams and desires to your customers. So it's all about finding what are the needs, dreams, and desires, and then building different offers that help you to graduate your customers into your value perspective and graduate them into your company that you help them to fulfill their needs, dreams, and desires. It's all about that. So every business needs to do that, and every business needs to look into how can you do that on a continuous base, because that's the only way how you basically get your customers sticking to you, being part of you, and providing value on an ongoing base. So then I got another question. Can you please explain again the three success pillars of every business? So I always talk about three success pillars when it comes to innovation, and that these success pillars will empower you to innovate. So I start with the success pillar on the left side, from my side at least. It's like, how do you use leadership, and how do you use leadership as a part of driving your business that helps you to innovate? So if you look into the success pillar of leadership, how can you as a leader empower your organization to be innovative and to be successful? That's all about that. And I go more into details on that. So if you look into the leadership pillar, it starts with like leading yourself. You need to be able to lead yourself. And when you are able to lead yourself, then you can look into how do you lead others, and then how can you be a thought leader. So all of these topics are inside the leadership pillar. On the other side, there's a community pillar. The community is all about how can you work with your dream customers and fulfill needs and dreams and desires and build a relationship with them. So it's really looking into all of these topics to say, hey, there is a community, and a community is attracted by the leader, and is looking into how can we engage with the leader, and the leader is looking how can I provide value to this customer base, to the people around me, to the players who are in my ecosystem. And then in the middle is basically a business pillar. So this business pillar can be one business or can be a lot of businesses that help you to basically connect this to other pillars. And these pillars will help every organization to long-term sustainable innovation and long-term sustainable success. Another question I got was, what do managers need to do different to allow innovation in their organization? And that specifically, I was asked from someone working in a large corporation. So I have been manager and leader in a large corporation. What I have seen continuously not working is when you manage, when you only manage. So it's all about how can you empower as a leader rather than how can you control and how you can manage. So it's like, how can you step back as a leader and let the others grow and help them to inspire them and help them to do their own work, and using that perspective as growing the people, and then they will be able to get empowered, and when they are empowered they come up with better ideas. They will be open and talking about their ideas, and then that will help your business to be better. So it's really every manager in a large corporation and in a small business, they need to step back and look into how can I empower my team to be more successful. And that sometimes takes a while until the team picks up, because they need to trust you as leader. They need to get used to what your ways of thinking. But it's all about how you can do that as a leader, stepping back and empowering your teams. Then I got another question, which is the last question I have for today. Why are you focused on the language of business to change things? So I'm always preaching almost about the topic that I believe that we need to build businesses that help our world to change. There are a lot of people out there who are believing governance and cooperate more like the politics need to save our world. I truly believe that businesses need to be built. Businesses need to be built in a way that we're driving change in our societies, and businesses need to be built on driving long-term change where we want to have it. And that's, for me, is truly, from an innovation perspective, extremely important, because I see that the language of business is heard way louder than if you're just shouting from the rooftops. So it's, if you build a business that is successful, people will listen to you in a completely different way than if let's say you're a private person, you're saying, hey, we should be more sustainable, we should be this, we should be that. It's way easier if you have a successful business, and driving a successful business, and you drive the change through your successful business, and that will be heard, that will be listened to, and that will already be a good example in the space where you're working in. And from that perspective, people see that there is change possible, and that will help organizations to be successful, but it also helps to drive change way more than usual. So these are the questions I got for this week. Hope they have been a little bit of value for you. If you're interested in getting your questions across, please let me know for next week. I will be back next week and gathering questions over the whole week. So see you next week, and thank you very much for listening.